This video is about how you and your family can use one of two programs to fulfill your dream of moving to one of the richest countries in the world. You do not need English language proficiency test. There is no age limit. You will be able to move to this country in less than 90 days. In one of the programs, your employer may pay for your flight ticket and provide you accommodation. Yes, your employer may pay for your flight ticket and provide you accommodation. You will be able to move to one of the richest countries in the world with a size of its GDP is 400 billion US dollars. You can verify anything I'm saying to you. The population of this country is just under 17 million people. The country that I present to you today is Netherlands. For those who do not know where the Netherlands is surrounded by the North Sea, Belgium, and Germany. The Netherlands has one of the lowest unemployment rates in Europe. According to the government data, as at March this year, the unemployment rate in the Netherlands stood at 3.5%, whereas the average unemployment rate in EU countries was above 6%. So Netherlands has low unemployment rate and they have lots of job vacancies. The reason the government of the Netherlands introduced these programs is to try to address the problem that most industrialized nation has been facing since COVID, which is the problem of severe labor shortage. So this is a good opportunity for you to kickstart your migration dream. For those of you who have been asking me to do video for unskilled workers, this video is for skilled workers and unskilled workers. There are links in the description for you to work on your CV, links in the description for you to start applying for job straight away, and there are links in the description as well for you to submit your application. So I've done all the hard work for you. The cost of applying for this visa or work permit is 210 euro. Mind you, the cost of applying for UK visa is more than 1,500 pounds per person. So you will be saving money if you decide to pursue this route, okay? And the visa, you will get it in less than 90 days. So the country that we're going to talk about today, as I said before, is the Netherlands. The first option is the seasonal workers visa. The seasonal workers visa allows you to go to the Netherlands and work in the agriculture or horticulture sector for 6 months. So you will be in Netherlands working there either in agriculture or horticulture. Your employer will make a commitment that he or she must pay you the minimum wage in that country. So you're not going to be paid less than anyone in the Netherlands, and they will make a commitment that you will be treated fairly whilst you are working in the Netherlands. Okay? Now, this visa, all you need to do to get it is to get a job in the agriculture or horticulture sector. And there are links in the description section for you to start looking for jobs. And there are links as well for you to start working on your CV. Okay? So that is all you need to access this program. Once you find a job in the agriculture sector, your employer would apply for you in the Netherlands. You will then go to the Netherlands embassy in your home country. If the Netherlands doesn't have an embassy in your home country, one of the other EU countries will be responsible for issuing their visa. So when you arrive in the Netherlands, you will have to do a TB test. Anyone that arrives in the Netherlands on a work visa route or student route must take a TB test. In 2022, more than 35,000 people were issued this seasonal visa that I'm telling you today. Okay, so this is a great opportunity for you to kickstart your journey to the Netherlands. You have to be someone who has not lived illegally in the Netherlands in the last 3 years. So there's no record that you ever lived in the Netherlands. So you will be offered this visa. Once you are offered the visa, you go to the Netherlands, then you will then have your short stay residential permit. That is all that you need to access this program. So I want to quickly summarize this program before we go on to the next one. So this program is called the Seasonal Workers Permit. It allows you to go to the Netherlands and work for 6 months. You will be working in the agriculture or horticultural sector, and your employer will pay you the minimum wage or above minimum wage. So you can use, in addition to the sites that I'm going to leave in the description section, you can use sites such as Monster, Indeed. LinkedIn is very big in the Netherlands to start looking for a job. So that is how you take advantage of that. You just need a job in the agriculture or horticultural sector. Once you have a job, your employer will sponsor you. You're good to go. That is that first program. Please do not start applying for job without working on your CV, and use the tools that I'm going to leave in the description section to work on your CV. That is the first program. If you're coming across my face for the first time, my name is Francis. I do video to help people migrate abroad through the different routes such as student, skilled worker, or unskilled workers. If your goal this year is to migrate abroad, Launch Club Media will help you fulfill that dream without you needing to spend money on agent, and will be saving you money. So it is in your best interest to consider subscribing to this channel. We want to help as many people as possible to fulfill their migration dream. The difference between those that are achieving their goals and those that are struggling and not achieving their goals is having access to reliable information and using it on time. So make sure you have access to reliable information. Turn up your notification bell so that when we release video, you'll be the first to be informed. So that is the first program that we're going to talk about. The second pathway for you to move to the Netherlands is what is called the Netherlands Resident Permit for Orientation. So the Netherlands Resident Permit for Orientation is, it allows you to come to the Netherlands for a year to either set up a business or look for a job in the Netherlands. Once you look for a job in the Netherlands, then you will then be able to apply for permits. Unlike the first one, which you can only stay in the Netherlands for 6 months, this allows you to stay longer. This gives you pathway to a permanent resident, the EU blue card as well. So you need to make sure that you have a minimum of masters. You have masters, PhD, or BSc from a reputable university, and you've done it in the last 3 years. You haven't lived in the Netherlands illegally, and you will take a TB test when you arrive in the Netherlands. So in the two pathways that I've just explained to you, once you go to the Netherlands, before you go to the Netherlands, you'll be offered what they call MVV. It's like a visa. Once you arrive in the Netherlands, that is where you will collect your residential permit in the Netherlands. So this one, I'm going to show you now, quickly take you to the website to show you what it says. So this is very straightforward. You just need to make sure that you have attended a university, if you attend a university in the Netherlands, that gives you more points. If you have read a course such as engineering computing, because the Netherlands, these are the kind of jobs that are very easy to get in the Netherlands. A lot of banking jobs are in the Netherlands as well. If you have read in the last 3 years, you've got a minimum of BSc or Masters or PhD, or you've done research in the last 3 years, that also qualifies you. So I'm going to quickly show you now. Before I do, let me quickly summarize what I've said so far. So this program, the last one, the Netherlands Residential Permit for Orientation, allows you to move to the Netherlands for a year. Whilst you're there, you'll be able to look for a job or set up a company or set up a business or company of your own. And once you have a job, you'll be able to apply for a long stay residential permit, which then gives you a pathway to permanent resident as long as you have a job. You need to make sure that you went to a university, a reputable university, and you haven't left school for the last, you've done your course in the last 3 years. And if you've done any research course, that would also aid your point. So those are the two pathways. So let me quickly show you now on the website what it says. If you're finding value to what you're hearing so far, consider subscribing to Launch Club Media. We want to help as many people as possible to legally migrate abroad without them needing to use the service of an agent. It is in your best interest to subscribe to this channel. So let me show you now. Okay, so let me quickly show you now how how you can get the job seeker, the one I've been talking about. So basically, as you can see now, it says which countries are eligible to apply. It says here you must be from any country. You can be from any country to apply for this. Say on the Netherlands job seeker visa, you can stay 1 year. You will have enough time to find job or start your own business or start a business. What is known as residence permit for the orientation year. That is what is known as. So the application fees, as you can see, is 210 euros. This is an important part. The requirement applies to anyone. You have a valid passport. You need to have a valid passport before you apply for this. You arrive in the Netherlands, you must take a TB test, as I said before. You have a bachelor or master's degree from an accredited university in order to apply for this. The processing time is 90 days. As you can see, it says 90 days, which is what I said before. And it says here to be eligibility criteria. To be eligible for the Netherlands job seeker, you must fill in one of these requirements. So you have to meet one of these 3 requirements. So let me just quickly read this to you. So you have carried out research in the last 3 years. You have a resident permit in the Netherlands. You obtain a master's degree in the last 3 years. So you've obtained a master's degree in the last 3 years. You have completed one of the following study programs in the last 3 years: an accredited bachelor or master's program at a Dutch schools, post-master's program in the Netherlands, and a program obtained in the Netherlands. I think a lot of people that watch my video, this is the one that I think would apply to you. So you have obtained a master's in the last 3 years in a recognized university, and says here you have completed a master's degree or a doctorate degree. So says here, foreign students do obtain a top, so the university has to be a university that is recognized. So this allows you to come to the Netherlands for 1 year, as I said before. So it says here, when to apply for this, you must apply within 3 years of completing your studies. So if you have to be someone that left school in less than 3 years for you to qualify to this. What do you need to apply? So you need to complete the application form. You need a photo, and in some cases, you may have to bring extra document depending on your circumstances. How to apply? So for you to apply for this, it's called, like I said, it's called the MVV. That's the type of the sticker that they'll put on your passport from your home country. Then once you arrive in the Netherlands, you will be able to get the permit. So this allows you to travel to the Netherlands and collect a residence permit from there. And you collect the document forms list document you collect. So as you can see, it says here again, you apply for the MVV and resident permit at the same time at the Dutch representative. So what that means is that you apply for the sticker, which is the MVV, the sticker and the resident permit, but you will collect the MVV from your home country. When you then arrive in the Netherlands, you've done your tuberculosis test. That is when you will not get your work, you not get the resident permit. Okay, so you apply for both at the same time. Okay, so that is the link for you to make the appointment. I'm going to leave the link inside. So this is the link where you make an appointment. Once you have it, for you to go and you click that link for you to go and book the appointment. I will leave that in the description section. These are the job site. I have, in addition to the job site that I said I left there before, I have also left contact details of recruitment or agencies in the Netherlands for you to contact them, in addition to the site that I left in the description for you to start looking for jobs. So this one again, this is the seasonal worker visa that I was telling you before. So it says here, you see, a resident permit for seasonal worker is required from outside the EU. So it has to be someone that comes from outside the EU area. Okay, so this one, so I want you to see this one. So it allows you to stay in the Netherlands for up to 6 months for you to be in the Netherlands. You'll be working. So as you can see here, in the Netherlands, it says here, let me quickly show you this. So it says you have, so this is very important. You have a valid passport. After you arrived, after you take a TB test, you will be working as a seasonal laborer in agriculture or horticulture for no more than 24 weeks. And you will have, your employer has to show proof that they're going to pay you. They're not going to pay you anything less than the minimum wage. So you have to have this one. You have to have, you haven't lived illegally in the Netherlands. You will have a Dutch company organization. The employer will pay you standard wage, which is what I talk about. The employer would arrange, look at what it says here. See, so this is very important, okay? It says your employer will arranges proper accommodation. That is why I said the employer will provide you accommodation. Application fee is €210, which is what I said before. So you will be given the MVV sticker, which is like a visa. Then when you go to the Netherlands, that's when you get the permit, just like the other one. So you collect it, application list, this is it. You apply. So your employer who offered you a job will apply for the MVV and the single permit at the same time. So your employer will have to apply for you. This one, your employer is the one that is responsible for you. Then you pay the fees and you wait for a decision, which is within 90 days, which is what I said, 90 days, that's the wait time. So you receive a decision, you collect your MVV and travel to the Netherlands. You can travel to the Netherlands with the MVV sticker. So the sticker, they'll put the sticker in your passport from your home country, which allows you to go to the Netherlands. Once you take the TB test, that is when you now have the work permit put on your passport. You say you can collect the visa from where you applied, make an appointment with the Dutch embassy in your home country. So this is how you apply. Again, I'm going to leave this link in the description section for you. Don't worry. This is the link for you to apply for the permit, but I'm going to leave this in the description section for you. So I'll leave website again for you to look for job. So what I'm going to leave in the web description, I'm going to leave a template for you to work on your CV, more than 2 or 3 different types of template for you to work on your CV. I will leave link in the description section as well for you to apply for the work permit. I'll leave link in the description section for you again for you to contact recruitment agency, and links in the description section for you to start looking for a job. I hope you have found this video useful. Make sure you share this video to anyone that you think will benefit, and consider subscribing to Launch Club Media. We want to help as many people as possible to fulfill their migration dream, and make sure you look out for my next video. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you. May God let your dream come true.